G'day and welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming and episode 18 of our 24-day series challenge, seasons challenge. We're flat out. We're just working the one field at the moment, but we're getting to the pointy end of it, and just here we are offloading some of our chaff into the silo. So we will very quickly have more than enough straw to last us for another year. I think that already takes us up to just under 1 million. Let's have a look. Go across. Where are we? So there we are. We're at 800,000. So by the time we finish this field alone, we'll have around 1 million litres. So that will suffice us for some time. However, we may just end up selling a fair whack of it, so we'll just see how we go. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Apologise for the last episode. It was a bit of a mess up there, and I still haven't worked out why my course play seems to have gone awry. But in any case, we continue on. So at the moment I have my 4 workers, as I sort of alluded to at the last episode. I have the 2 harvesters, as I just click the rest of this line here, and so they're running on a course play course. And then I have 2 other workers, both in these Tri-6s, Fent Tri-6s, that are doing the straw collection, the swath collection out of the back of the harvester, and they're on just follow me behind the combines. But as you can see, we've done all the header rows now, or we're just finalising the header row with the other harvester, as I just put him back there and let him go. We head over here and we'll get our trailer and tipper, and we'll go on into the other, well, both of them need to be emptied actually. Yeah, so we're coming to the end of this field's harvest, which is very good. And the other unfortunate thing is I've been having a lot of game crashes since I recorded the last episode. So I've just bumped the saves down to 2 minutes, so you may see a bit of pausing every now and again, which is most likely that. Just in an effort to sort of try and find out where and what is causing it to crash. Although fortunately it does tend to crash around the time of a save, so we'll see how we go. But anyway, so I hope you're all well. By the time you look at this episode, we should be staring down the barrel of the weekend. It should most likely be Saturday, I believe, Australian time. And that would mean it'd be Friday night. Or Friday, I'll look at when I release the video, Saturday night. So Saturday morning, most likely, for the US and continental US. So yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend for those that are already in the weekend, and for those that are about to start it, I certainly hope you have a nice relaxing weekend. So yeah, we're continuing. Oops, got what I was doing then. We're going to cut him off. No, we'll get that just in time. Yeah, so we'll go up and empty this other harvester up here, and then he can continue on. I still don't know what's going on with the course play. I've checked and double checked the settings, and I can't seem to see any. This thing does not slow down very quickly. I'm going to run into him, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, so I don't know what's happened with the course play, but the headers were definitely out of whack. I don't know how we're going to go now with the these return lines, but we shall see. But so we've only got probably about another 2 runs, I think, for this field to be finished, and then we should be good to go. So we'll just empty this one out. So as you can see, we're at 250,000 litres of wheat. So we've got plenty of stuff to do, and my other harvester is being blocked by the Fent. So we'll move him out of the way now and go see if we can clear this traffic jam. Like I said, the rest of the fields will most likely be done by hand. The exception to that, I guess, will be this other big field over here, our cornfield, which we're just going to be getting prepared for silage, or to produce for silage. So we'll see how that one goes as to how many workers we use. I'll most likely only use the 2 or 3 again, but that's obviously subject to change. So we'll just set him back up in here again. Follow the lead up. Alright. So what else have we got on? Well, let's have a look. We haven't progressed too much further in the day, although we are sorry, let me have a look. Where was I going to? Not that. Okay. So we've got our fields to do. We've also got the potato fields down here to get done as well. So yeah, we've got a few fields to get done. So what have we got over here? We've got another wheat field, a barley field, I think, some potato fields, and then we've got canola and 3 soybean and another barley. So we've got plenty to bring in, along with grass, of course. So looking forward to that. Now I don't know whether you guys are finding this, but I'm finding every time I come out of a save or a crash, my timescale reverts back down to 1. So I don't know whether there's an issue. Actually, I don't know. I've got no idea what's probably causing that. But anyway, might be time for a reinstall, as much as they're fun. Okay, so what are we up to? So they're still pretty low down. Where's he at? Okay, so he's probably got 1, maybe 2 more runs, and then he's finished. Oh. I've got a whole pile of straw over there to pick up. Somehow I've missed an entire run by the look of it. Anyway, that's okay. Just take in the view. So we've got 2 New Hollands over there running, well, 1 New Holland there, 1 New Holland there. 2 Fendt Tri-6 tractors. Nice big strong tractors pulling along the loads. And he's finished. No, just pause for a minute. And obviously we've got the Duckzorly truck, Kenworth K100, proudly produced for us by Rockhound, and yep, still seems to be upside down. So the Australian view of the land. Anyway, it's all good. Alright, so it would seem that this harvester let me see, what's this set to? That should be deactivated, I think. So I don't think the other one's activated, so that's why it's missing. We'll see how that goes. Alright, in the meantime, this other one's going to be ready soon. So we'll head down here and prepare to unload him. We may have to do a bit of a tidy up manually. Seemed to be the case. So the harvester looks as though it's going all over the place. But we're almost there, so that's not bad. One day, I'm just hoping I can finish the harvest before the rain sets in. Oh dear. Got to be a quick way of breaking this thing, I tell you. reverse him all the way back to where I was. Okay. Alright, so while we're doing that, we'll go back up here and just have a look and see what this harvest is doing. We may just be better off taking over manually. Straight off. Okay, so he's getting down. Oh, he's not cutting though, is he? Alright. Let's go. Stop driver. Now let's see how badly I can drive a course. Alright. Where we go. Keep an eye on the other one because we'll go and stop him as need be. Yes, I'd like to get this one done before the rain sets in because I don't know how long the rain will last for. Certainly does seem to last longer for the longer the seasons is set, which probably makes perfect sense. So I don't want to be stuck with the whole rest of the day of rain and not being able to get anything done for the rest of the day. So we'll see how we go. Okay, that other harvester is just on his last lane, I would say. Come back down to this lane. Well, and he's full. Alright. Now we'll head back over here to the truck. And we'll unload this one as he finishes the lane. And then we'll go back and empty the other one. Alright, just a little bit to go. Okay, so he's finished. I'm getting unload. And then we'll oh, he's going to fold himself up. Good lad. We'll unload this other one, and then we'll finish the rest of the field off, and then we'll pick up the rest of this this straw as well. So 265,000. I reckon. Yeah, we'll be. I think I said in the last episode about 500,000. I think we'll be about 400,000 wheat for this field, which isn't too bad. And so I have to manually unload this guy now because we are manually driving him, obviously. So we'll put out the pipe. And we'll just reverse up just to line up, unload. Then we'll be off again. So we've got probably 2, maybe 3 runs, and then we'll be finished. Hopefully, before the rain comes in. It's not getting very misty or anything yet, so we may just be okay. Right, we won't worry about waiting for the last bit to fill. Let's get it done as quick as we can. All right. So if you are playing the seasons mod, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it and what you've been getting up to. What length of seasons do you play? 24 days is certainly a challenge, and it's not one that I will be doing long term. I think Jerry has come to the same conclusion, and I wouldn't be surprised if Farmer Klein and everyone else that's doing it comes to the same conclusion as well. But it is good fun. It's a good challenge. I'll give it that. As I said before, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. But yeah, I don't think it'll be a full-time thing. I think I might revert back to normally it's about 9 day seasons I play. So that's what I'll probably revert to after the completion of this. And in respect to how long it's going to go, well, who knows? It's not as if it's a real popular series, but then again, my channel's not really big yet, so I don't know. I may play it for 2 years at game time just to sort of see what happens and where we get to. But time will tell, I suppose. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm enjoying it. So yeah, let me know what you think and what you've been experiencing and what you like to do. Or don't you play with Seasons Mod at all? If not, why not? I can certainly understand why you wouldn't. When I was watching Jerry and as we about to ruin the rest of the crop by going over it again. Yeah, when I was watching Jerry, who else had it? I think DoughBoy had it. They were testing it before the release and before the competition. I honestly didn't think I'd use it. I thought it was going to be too much for me and not hold my interest. But I honestly, I have started a map without seasons in solo play, and that map is West Coast. Again, which is another great map. It's one from Bullet Bill, but not having seasons on it just as my dog goes into a sneezing fit, it's just doesn't hold my interest as much. It's much more interesting having the seasons and having the interruption of not being able to sorry, the dog is just going nuts. Having the interruptions of the rain and the snow and having to deal with that time of where you're not going to do, as opposed to just the non-seasons, the game where you just sort of grow the crop, harvest the crop, plough, sow, wait, grow, and it's not really that long in between. So yeah, it surprised me in a way that I did accept it and have gotten into it so much. But kudos where kudos is due to Jerry, to Grizzly Bear Sims. He was definitely right. He said that once you play seasons, you'll never go back to not having it, and I think that's definitely the case for myself, indeed. But yeah, so let me know. So be interested to see what your feedback is and what you think. So once we finish this harvest off today, we'll end the episode. I think 2 episodes of doing the one field is more than enough. Hopefully it's not too boring for you guys. But yeah, it's definitely fun to be back in the harvesting mode. So certainly, but yeah. So we might have to look at getting the potato started in the next episode. Get one of those small fields up and running. And we'll get the harvester down there and collect those up. What else? We might start harvesting some of the other crops as well. Even if we just do a standard hired worker and just put them into the standard rectangular fields, it's just a no-brainer. But yeah, so early autumn, and I think here we come. Here comes the rain. Right. So I'm just working out a plan. What we will do is we'll stop that one there because we're not going to lose anything there. I don't know why that one's not picking up all that straw either. Go to here, we'll grab him and we'll pick up this straw, or as much of it as we can. Waste not, want not. Got this little length of it here, then go back and do a lap. Hopefully we might get it all up before we start losing any of it. So you will notice, if you haven't seen it before, that rain will affect your straw and your grass that is left out in the fields. It will also affect it if it's in an open trailer. So you will see that once it starts raining, the count inside the trailer, or the row of the swath on the fields, whether it be grass or straw, will start deteriorating. So it certainly makes you having to manage your straw and all that sort of stuff very efficiently. So that's why it really, in my opinion, is best to have a follow me on, the tractor following your harvester, just to collect your swath if you do need to collect it. Otherwise, obviously, you won't have a swath. You'll just spread it across the field and use it to fertilise when you plough it back in. I think we should be okay. We should be able to get most of this up prior to the rain setting in. Which will be very good. 2 more rows really here to collect. And then we'll dash these up to the silo, and we can continue on. Although obviously we can't harvest the fields while it is raining or the fields are wet, for those of you that aren't aware. Again, that's part of the challenge of having the seasons mod. And so basically we have to wait until the crops have dried out until we can harvest again. So what we'll do is we'll take this load over now, just so we don't lose too much of it, and I'll get the other Fent out and finish the rest of it off, and then he can offload what he's got in his trailer. So this should bring us up to, what have we got in there now? 200,000. So this will bring us over to over 1 million litres, as I do exactly what Roofy was saying was his. Sorry, Roofy. And smash the daylights out of the front steering. Alright, so we'll offload this 200,000, and I've got 60,000 in the other one at the moment. So I'll quickly go down, switch over, and collect what's left on the field, and then we're good to go. Rain won't affect us too much. Now, while I'm doing this, the other thing is, grass is effectively, well, if you listen and see what some people write, they say the grass is basically no good for you anymore in seasons, because you can't sell it. Well, you know, even though I am Lord of the Grass, and it doesn't matter, I'd still be mowing it and collecting it, even if it was futile in doing it. Didn't collect anything because it wasn't turned on. It's not actually true that it's useless collecting grass. Remembering that grass not only can still feed your animals in winter. Yes, you can't leave it in in a tipper or anything for as the rain's about to hit, is it? No. In a tipper or anything, because it will deteriorate. But you can certainly keep it in a silo and use it for feeding of your animals. But then on top of that, also obviously using it in your composter and in your BGA. So if you have a field that is or a map that has lots of grass on it, don't just think that the grass is going to be no good to you, because in effect it's actually going to be quite useful to you, but just not in the manner that you may have been used to in non-seasons gameplay. So making bales of grass and selling them off, yep, that won't work anymore because you won't get any money for it. But indeed for sorry, what was I saying? Indeed for using it for your production on your farm, it is definitely still worthwhile. So for instance, to date I've mowed and collected about 1.5 million litres of grass, and in doing so, I'm just going to have to cut there for a second and go deal with my dog. Hang on a second. Okay, apologies for that. After having the dog whinge and putting the dog out, and I continued on, we then had a game crash. So anyway, we're back at it again. So yeah, as I was saying, I've mowed well over probably 1.5 million litres of grass on this map so far in the 24-day challenge, seasons challenge, and it certainly doesn't go to waste. So I've read in different areas that, and other people have said that it's a waste doing grass. As I noticed at the time, has reset back again. It's a waste doing grass because you can't sell it. Well, yeah, okay, you can't sell it, but it's still a very, very useful medium in Farming Simulator. So, for instance, I still use the grass, irrespective of seasons or not, to run my my sheep and my cattle. Both just putting in the feed troughs, which is fine. Once in the feed trough, it doesn't degrade, and also to run the TMR for the cows. On top of that, I also run the composter and the biogas on the grass as well, because it's a useful a useful crop effectively that you can use to power those up. So why bother not having it or wasting it? I mean, besides, I'm going to be mowing the grass anyway, just for shits and giggles, basically, just because I enjoy it. So, and that's what I play the game for the enjoyment of it. So I'm not going to stop doing that. But there is definitely a use for grass. So certainly don't get in the mindset of believing that it won't do anything for you anymore, because it certainly will. Okay, so we're just gonna finish this off. We've got 2 runs through here to finish this off, and maybe we may just beat the rain. But then, knowing my luck, there'll be about 2 foot left of the wheat to harvest when the rain hits, in which case I'm certainly not going to worry about waiting for the rain to clear that off. We'll pack all the equipment up and set up on the next field, but that'll be another game, another recording for that. It'll be another day. Noting it's now 6 o'clock. We'll also just need to double check to make sure our animals are fine, which they should be, and there we go, past the field again, or the cut. I keep forgetting to use my game extension mod or whatever it is that gives me the ability to get the combine to stop when it's 100%. Anyway, the minuscule amount of crop damage and crop loss on a field this size, it's probably not really worth worrying about. Okay, because I just butcher that parking. Okay. Pipe out. Unload, he says. So we'll unload. And so once I've finished harvesting this field and we've collected everything, I will end the episode. There's no point just showing you dropping all this stuff off the silo, because that's pretty much a no-brainer. And then we'll get reset for the next harvest. Sorry. In which case that'll be the next episode. We'll actually do all the setting up and transferring across on the next recording. So yeah. Alright, pipe in and we'll continue. Let's see if we can get it finished before the rain hits. Odds are, won't happen. It will rain before I do it. Clayton's Law says that it will happen that way. Right, last run. So yeah, so leave us a comment, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel if you are not already a subscriber and you like the content. The likes and the subscriptions don't make me any money whatsoever, so don't think you're just doing that. I'm just asking for that for money. I don't think at the moment I'd get anything near even 1 cent, even if I did have enough subscribers, and enough views. But no, it's purely for me to know that and be encouraged that people are out there watching what I'm producing, and basically means that it encourages me to continue in recording. Now, as I said, I don't know if I can't remember if I said this episode or not. I think it was this episode actually. Might have been the other one, but anyway. We are looking at starting up a new Let's Play on something a little bit different. I know it may not be a sim, but we're going to try out a Mashinki. It's a railroad tycoon game. It's in early alpha stage. It's created by a one-man independent show, effectively. So far he's done a fantastic job, noting the fact it's a one-person job. It's brilliant. He's Jan, I can't think of his last name now, Zemecki or something like that. He has worked on Mafia 2 I think it was, and a couple of other games, and he wanted to recreate the railroad tycoon type genre, because that's what he wanted to play, and he's done that, and it's very good, even in a very, very early alpha stage. So we'll have a bit of a look at that, and we'll do a bit of a Let's Play on the alpha series, just something a little bit different, and to keep my my mind active and not get bored with Farming Simulator. Anyway, so we'll move this off here now, and we'll go over here, get the last of the straw off the field. Pick up this line here. So yeah, so leave a like, leave a subscribe, subscribe if you like, and leave your comments. Let me know about what you think about the Seasons mod, whether you're using it, how you use it. If you have any questions about the Seasons mod, if you have any questions about my gameplay, anything like that, then please feel free. I am trying to get to the point where I can actually start streaming, because I really think the interaction, the social interaction is more of what I would enjoy as well, other than just doing this recording, and hopefully that would be something that my prospective viewers would enjoy as well. But I am working on that. Currently my broadband is not capable enough of doing an upload at anything less or anything more than 360p. It even struggles with that. So I'm looking at using my mobile broadband, which has a much higher upload, but a slower download. I've got a very fast download, but my upload sucks. So we'll see about doing that, and I may do a couple of streams and just see how we go from there. But the interaction with people is the part that I'm looking forward to the most, I think, or what I would look forward to the most. So as we can see, the light is changing, sunset there, lovely evening, even though the rain's still supposed to be hitting, shouldn't be far away. So on that note, we'll end the episode there. I thank you very much for putting up with my rambling and watching my episode, and we certainly look forward to seeing you in the next episode of our 24-day seasons challenge as we continue to go through our harvest in autumn, in very early autumn, and progress through to winter. Actually, just before I do go, I'll bring up the weather forecast. I haven't looked at that today, and as you can see, we've got a fair amount of rain coming, so it's going to be a wet harvest. So we're going to have to be juggling and be very careful of how we manage our harvest. So that's it from me, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. And again, please press that like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. But more importantly, just feel free to leave a comment and have a chat, or pop over to my Discord channel and come and chat there. All the details are down below. Please don't forget to check out the 3 Dudes Gaming Network and PCSG. And until next time, this is Duckzorly at Duckzorly Gaming, and I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.